Hello and welcome back once again to Humankind, where once again we have the foolish Japanese attacking us in Delhi, our newly fortified, quite heavily defended city of absolute amazing awesomeness. And yeah, good luck with this, you fool. Manual battle, of course. Alright, now... if I move to here, I wonder, can I still shoot back? I know I can shoot if I go there. Definitely, if they come into this area, we will be murdering them.
Will do.
Just want to make sure I've got, you know, swordsmen instead of peasants up at the front. That should be good there. I think there's one main issue with my setup, and that is that my swordsmen just don't have the range, right?
Don't think that it's possible.
Maybe when they attack the walls, I'll have a better shot at them, but right now I have nothing. They have their own shooty boys, gunner people. But right now, yeah, there's just the range on the crossbowmen is not great. They don't have indirect fire, or good indirect fire, I should say. But at least they've got crossbowmen that need to, you know, also come up real close. So we should be able to shoot at them. 72 damage, holy crap. Absolutely amazing. I tell you what, they're doing a lot of damage to my Romans. We're gonna cycle. We're gonna finish off that unit. Finish off that unit. If I move to there, I don't have a shot. If I move to there, I do. I think maybe what I'll do is... oh, you've already moved. Your job is going to be on take that. I can't even escape the town to get up on this hill. Yeah, crossbowmen are good, but the line of sight issues are extensive. This is a very well defendable area, but it really needs them to be attacking from this direction. Maybe if these walls went to this edge, but then they've got this plateau highland. Maybe if it went to here then, encompass this, maybe. I don't know. There's options and potentials, and I think especially for multiplayer, having plans on what you want to do with your layouts is going to be very, very important. The AI, it matters a bit less. So we finish off the enemy. We sally out. We crush them. Took a bit of damage, but that is all fine. We killed them. Lost very little in return. So now the plan is going to be, this army is going to garrison San Lorenzo. The rest of my units are going to march north. Should we do a quick wipe on you? He ran away. Naturally. Naturally, a coward would run away. The fact he runs behind my lines does irritate me quite significantly. Alright, and our plan is to march north to take on the town of Nock. Including going through Death Valley, which I said I was never going to do again, but clearly I lied. Or I am just stupid. Minor technological breakthrough might have happened, might not have, I don't know. But other than that, I think you are just going to sit and heal. Or spend money to get 25 stability everywhere? Hell yeah. Hey, look at the fireworks. It's quite delightful. I still want Delhi to link up here. It's going to be costing... Oh, we're... Next turn. Now, you know what? We'll do it next turn. And hey, look at that. We finally got ourselves some gunpowder warfare. About goddamn time. Let's absorb the town of Luluban. Now, if I was to expand these cities wide enough, the walls would go and encompass all of them. What it does do is mean that I've lost my walls over here. But, you know, the trade-offs are probably worth it. Now, as for this army here... What is this? This is just a territory. Let's just go and quickly wipe him with this army. Instant resolution. Screw it. Don't need to worry about it too much. Hopefully that didn't wipe my army. Where did it go? Where'd my army go? Does instant resolution mean you just lose it? That's unfortunate. Anyway. Gunpowder troops for me. We had crossbowmen for all of 2 moments. I did have an army down here. It has since disappeared. Quite disturbed by this. It cost me quite a significant amount of money to upgrade all of my units. But let's be honest, entirely worth it. Arquebusiers, they're not even redcoats. Redcoats are significantly further down the technology tree. Do you think we're there yet? No, we're not. Do you think we're there yet? No, because they're right here. Redcoats are right there. They are bloody miles away. 6 more technologies away. Going through flintlocks. Going through fucking supply lines. Going through goddamn centralized power. And it's... you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Also, I'm just wondering how exactly I upgraded all these guys to... conquistadors, or whatever they actually were, when I don't actually have a source of coal or saltpeter. I don't have it yet. I can get it. Now I have it, but I didn't have it, which is kind of crazy to me. Either way, let's continue marching through Death Valley. Thankfully, it seems we are going to make it through without being murdered this time, which is quite nice. And we await the return of the lost army down in the south. I'll point out that I have found this army. However, it is unfortunately quite invisible. I'm not sure why, but it does have some crossbowmen, and we're going to upgrade them. I don't know why they're invisible. I really don't. Crazy times we live in, right? San Lorenzo definitely looks like it was prepared for siege from this angle, but not from the rear. This is a big weakness. Being able to get up on these cliffs and shoot down into the city is very, very weak. You do not want that in your own cities. Ah, well. You're just going to station up and do nothing, and Paris, I don't know, is there anything you could build? I don't even know. Paris is very well defended. It's sure, have some, make science buildings, so maybe I can explore some of the late game things of this mod. Not mod, the game. The game! So, funny thing, I actually just finished the game now. Industrial Era has 7 stars, and I've completed all 7 stars. There's the Merchant Star. If I wanted to, I could click this button and finish the game, because the next era isn't in yet. Contemporary Era, I believe it is. Which is crazy. It's actually crazy, because the Byzantines have just gone to the early modern. Early modern. Right? They were just in the medieval. I've gone early modern and then industrial. They've only just gone into the early modern, and I could finish the game now. The balancing on how fast this game goes is way off. It is very much in need of a lot of work when it comes to the speed at which the game is played. Because right now it straight up doesn't work, right? There is no balance to the speed at which you play. And yeah, I could, if I go choose now, I win. That's the game over. I'm very much in the lead by over 1,000 points. There is only one other industrial era civ. That is the guy in second place. Third place, they're the Edo Japanese, and we already know that they're an era behind me. There are 3 more stars to go. Yeah, the pacing is off. The pacing is off. It's a fun game, and I love the warfare aspect, which is why you can see that. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at my actual things, what I've done. There. Warfare, I've killed 125 units. I very much like the warfare in this game. It's just the pacing is all over the place. That is something that needs to change. Get up there. We can have a battle here. He runs. Probably wise. I'm not going to end just yet. I'm going to end after I take Knock, though. I'm going to take the city, and then we're going to call it... I also keep getting these cultural osmosis, but because I'm so far ahead, I'm not actually getting anything from it. I would love to see what coal adds, and I'd love to see what more I can get with saltpeter. I'd love to see what I can do with oil. But like I say, the pacing is just so off. And you could say, oh, well, maybe you played in a suboptimal way, or you played in a pro-optimal way, or something like that. But if you think about it, the game still says I'm in 865 CE, which is, you know, that was when the Norse were around. We're still in the medieval era when it comes to dating. It's, yeah. I think that's all I can really say, is that the pacing is very off. Yeah, what more is there to say? So before they lose their city, they've actually come and attacked me, which works out just fine, honestly. They've got crossbowmen. They're going to shoot at me. It hurts, of course. Hurts them more. And now the counter volley. These Jaguar warriors get absolutely mauled.
Do not back up. And go.
Yeah, they'll just, you're gonna suicide now. Lovely stuff. And please don't take my dismissiveness right now to be an indication that I don't like the game. I still do very much like the game. It's just, you can definitely tell that the emphasis when creating it was on the early part of the game, right? We've had many open dev scenarios now, and this is the first one to include the industrial era, and it just seems that they've been, okay, they got the feedback on the early era, tweak it, fix it, make it lovely. Feedback on the next era, tweak that, fix it, maybe tweak some more things in the earlier era, and that's all well and good. And they just haven't had any feedback really on the late game, because this is the first time that it's been included. And it really shows. It really does. It's sad. It really is, because this is it's a really good game. It could be better. So let's assault Knock. Let's make it over. That wasn't what I wanted. Did I not have any shooty guys in this army? Whoopsie. My bad. Just get all of our troops in. These late game battles are a lot of fun though. I do actually legitimately enjoy them. I think they're honestly one of the highlights for me. And get into the city, and still we're fighting uphill. Like this is the area that I think the game has the biggest advantage over a game like Civilization, purely in the fact that there just isn't anything like this kind of combat system. It's delightful. This multi-round per turn, turn-spanning sieges. It's something that Civ especially, and I know the game is not a Civ clone or a Civ knockoff, and making comparisons to Civ is unfair, blah blah blah. It's still the closest game to it. They're in the same genre, so I think it's fair to make the comparisons. And it's clear to me that this is the place where Civ fails the hardest versus a game like this. Because this is exhilarating. This kind of gameplay is a lot of fun. That was a bad fight. Probably should have taken that one. Oh, we're actually being attacked from the rear as well. Not anymore, we're not, but I mean, we were for a time. It was a thing that happened. I don't know where I actually find a shot. Guess not. Can get to here though. Probably should have attacked him earlier. Is anyone able to get in there? Any movement on anyone? Nope. Oh well. And in round 3 they'll do some more fighting, but yeah, we have this now. This is definitely the place where I think this game has its biggest strengths. Pacing is something that is still an area that just needs to be worked on. That's all there really is to it. Work on the pacing and you've got a gem. With that, Knock has fallen to our forces. And we can see the final borders that we will end up with. Let's see if these guys want peace.
I dishonor my people by sharing air with you.
That's cool and all, but do you want peace? You don't. Oh, your war support is going down so hard. I think you're actually going to lose next turn. So let us see if that is the case. Nox population has grown. Nice. Oh, and I can claim a wonder. What kind of wonders do we have? We have the Eiffel Tower, of course. Okay, go away, Edo-Japanese. Thank you kindly. We have Big Ben, Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty, and Machu Picchu. Oh, we've actually turned into Mexicans now. Okay. So stability in science. We have stability in industry. We have stability and money. Machu Picchu is 50% of the food from the city to all cities. That's nice. So yeah, Big Ben, of course, is what we would claim. But let's see, can we have peace with our long-time enemy? We can indeed. And of course, what we'll be doing is having him give us vassalage. And he would give us, I think it's Eotorokoa. And oh, that's too much. Oh, of course it's too much. Why would it not be too much? Just become my vassal and give me Aksha and we'll force the surrender. That's quite lovely. It's quite lovely. Did I actually make you my vassal? Did I accidentally forget? I think I accidentally forgot to make him my vassal. Is that actually what just happened? Are you my vassal? Vassalage. No, I made you my vassal. Okay, we fixed it. Yeah, so with that said and done, we have made what were the Carthaginians my vassal. We made what were the Haudenosaunee my vassal, and now we've made the Edo-Japanese our vassal, and the British are ready to transcend into the next era with, I don't know, what would the British become here? And go back to being Egyptian. Become Australian. Fuck it, we'll transcend. We'll transcend! Because we are just that goddamn mighty. And this was our run through. We have the Neolithic, we have the Ancient, we have the Classical as the Romans, and then into the Medieval with the Franks. We got a lot of warfare. Then the Mughals, again, getting a lot of warfare done. In the early modern, in the industrial era, a lot more warfare again. I mean, let's be honest, we did a lot of warfare. We're not going to be checking it for everyone. Just myself. So in first place is myself with 5,249. My best era was the Medieval. Where we got less than the Mongols, where Lewis got in the early modern. Getting 1,301 there, but he was so far behind at that point that it really did not matter. The longest war is our war against the Mexicans. My best city was Memphis. We found 8 curiosities. Progress was our longest ideology. We had 15 territories, 130 districts. We won 49 battles and defeated 140 enemy units. This is our fame statistic. For a while, we were not in the lead until, I guess, we defeated the Haudenosaunee. Our food, yeah, it is what it is. Industry, just, you know, we're playing the game. We were playing the game, and then we won the game. Income, we made someone our vassal. We made someone our vassal. That's how it works, right? Vassalage is huge. I think this is where we made the Carthaginians our vassal, but then here is Haudenosaunee and here is the I don't know what happened here. I don't know. I don't think that was when I made the Edo-Japanese my vassal, but yeah, it is what it is. Science we just didn't focus on, and that's why we were behind for so long. And it's crazy because we've got here what were the Mexicans, the Haudenosaunee, the English. They were the ones that weren't fielding any decent troops against me. It was the purple guy here, Zerator, that was fielding the really tough to defeat troops. I thought this would definitely be the other way around. Influence-wise, we did alright, and then we didn't, and then we did alright again. Stability, looking as it is. Population, I only had the highest population right at the end. For the rest of it, I was definitely not higher. And in fact, my two enemies were... Well, actually, no, we didn't fight Lewis here. It was the purple that we fought a lot. I guess this is where we beat him in a war. But yeah, the Mexicans were really high up there. Religion-wise, I thought I was doing okay, but apparently we were losing quite significantly to the to Frankie's nation until I made her my vassal, and then she lost her religion to me, which is funny. Research-wise, this is very funny, right? The amount of text that I got, sure, we were behind most others. But look at how close this line is. I guess it's not really close because this is individual text, right? Whereas these, I am what, 1, 2, 3, 4 texts behind. So I guess 4 texts behind does make sense when you consider this kind of gap. But still, it's closer than I would have thought. Trade-wise, we did really nice on trade until all our trade fell away, which was unfortunate. Military-wise, we weren't top almost at all until the very end, which is also pretty funny. And then for cities, yeah. It's a good game. It's a good game, and I'm looking forward to it coming out. Hopefully some of these pacing issues will be looked at, because right now it needs to be. It really needs to be. It's not as good as it potentially could be, and that is kind of sad. But anyway, that is the end of my Humankind Poe Open Dev footage. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I will be playing this on release, potentially with some multiplayer. Maybe the pacing will be a little bit better in multiplayer, who knows. But for this closed beta Poe Open Dev, my time is up, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you on release. Bye-bye.